Hey friends, it's me, Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Sunday, July the 28th. Ow! Okay, you guys, we have been getting another huge blast of energy. Started very early this morning, about 2:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, and has been going strong since then. Full 100% coverage in energy all the way. Bleh. Now I did not pull cards for today because I got a direct channeling to give you guys, so that's going to be at the end. Hang out. This energy comes in is extremely high vibration, as you can see. This is all new energy. It is open to all chakras, but there is a definite purpose behind this. In meditation, what I was told is this is the light of illumination. They showed it to me as a spotlight kind of shining on the world. This energy specifically comes forward to start a string of discoveries, is what they've told me. A string of discoveries both in science and in other aspects of our world that are going to bring some truths to light. These truths may be uncomfortable and hard to understand at first, but they will come with traditional type of explanations related to our kind of science that we understand, and it's proving things to us that we in the spiritual world knew to be true, but those in the physical world who don't necessarily buy into the metaphysical world aren't necessarily understanding. This bird has got something to say, apparently. This string of discoveries that I was shown was told to me that it's going to cause a lot of change in the way we view our science and the way we connect our metaphysical aspects of selves to our scientific selves. This light is the light of illumination, bringing a string of discoveries, and that is what I heard in meditation, clear as a freaking bell. The other thing that happened with this energy is I woke up at about 2 o'clock this morning, went to the washroom, came back to bed, and went right directly into a dream where I was having a conversation with someone. I don't know who. I remember what he looked like, but I didn't know this guy. So he's either a guide or something. In this conversation with him, I was in this place that was flooding. There was water filling up the area. And water typically represents emotions and dreams, at least from what I've been told. This is filling up. As this water is starting to fill up and I start to panic because I feel like I'm going to drown, he put his hand on my shoulder and he said, remember, there's always a way out. It just depends on where you're focused. If you're focused on the water filling up in the room, you're going to be too panicked to find the exit. Instead, don't ignore the water, but look around you for the door instead. And for me specifically, that was incredibly impactful, but I know a lot of people are going through a lot of stuff right now, and I felt like that was more of a message for everybody and not just me. Yes, there's a lot happening. It brings a lot of turmoil, a lot of instability, a lot of nervousness and anxiety all to the surface. He also told me that this is a triggering of your worst fears, your most deeply rooted hangups. These are the things that are being triggered. Just to give you an example, my husband had something happen at his job the other day that really triggered a lot of insecurities in him. For him, his biggest issue is the way people see his work ethic. This, of course, comes from childhood, from his dad and all kinds of stuff, but this is his issue. So his work ethic is being triggered constantly right now because of all this need to release your hangups. For me, financial stability is a big thing, not just from childhood, but from my adulthood. And so for me, there's a lot of financial triggers being pulled right now saying you need to examine this. For even another person I know, there's all these feelings of security and belonging being triggered because for a long time, they didn't feel that in their childhood. And so all that's being triggered right now because, again, the deepest triggers you hold are what's being pulled right now because what I am being told is you cannot take it with you. This higher timeline is not going to help you to hang on to that, and it's got to go. And I know how it sounds, but this is what I've been told, and I can only tell you what I'm receiving. I promise never to lie to you, only give you what I'm told. And what I'm told is the timelines are definitely splitting apart. The division has happened and they're moving apart rapidly. Time is speeding up. The timeline is speeding up is what they told me. This light of illumination comes forward to show us some really good, important things that are going to change the way we view our science, that then helps us change the way we view our metaphysics, bringing it more comprehensive. And when I woke up this morning, the very first nugget in this chain of discoveries showed up on my phone. I'm going to show you. The theory of everything is the mathematical reconciliation between regular physics or macro physics and quantum mechanics, which is microphysics, right? There's something missing in there. There's not a mechanical, mathematical way to reconcile all of these things until you add the dimension of time. Then perfect reconciliation. The theory of everything is starting to emerge. And here is what it's suggesting. Look at this. This study is suggesting that time is an illusion that comes from quantum entanglement of two particles. Because those two particles are entangled, time must be an experience of the other one in order to have passage of information or movement. So how does that apply to us in physicality and metaphysics? Well, entanglement theory is kind of like the idea that you have a physical body here and a spiritual or metaphysical body somewhere else. The quantum entanglement means they experience the same thing at the same time. Through one particle, the physical body experiencing a physical sensation of movement of time, it then helps the other particle to gain information. Literally, this is big deal information. This is big deal stuff. The other thing that was brought to my attention that we already know about, but what they're telling me is when it actually happens, it brings a lot of information, is this new star that's going to be in the sky sometime between now and September from a supernova that happens every 80 years. This is a once in a lifetime, for most people, thing to see. And because our instruments are different now than they were 80 years ago, what I'm being told in meditation is that when this happens, our astronomers and our scientists will be able to see something new and gain new information from this about planetary movements and all kinds of stuff, bringing some sort of enlightenment. And I don't know about you, but that sounds really exciting to me. Physical symptoms for today, man, I'm telling you, my head is killing me. The buzzing in my ears is super loud. But this type of energy always makes me feel like I have a battery stuck in my back. So if you have a lot of energy going on today, just be aware that this might be where it's coming from. That was such a weird filter. But no matter how you're feeling, as these new information pieces come to light, please remember that this also means in your life, there may be some information coming to the surface that helps shape your journey. Embrace this as best you can and move forward. I know this video has run long and I apologize, but I just wanted to remind you to go outside today and just remind yourself that today's a great day, friend. It's a great day.